Welcome once again to Seers Village with me, Seers Supreme. I've spent the last 5,000 hours completing every possible task in my chunk, and I can now confirm that I made 0 exceptions, I gave up 0 times, and I took 0 prisoners. As a Supreme One Chunk Ironman, we have a few additional rules to extremes, and these include using the highest level magic spell possible with the runes we have available, obtaining every drop from every NPC, and the biggest one, obtaining all skilling pets. After finally getting the beaver and completing my first chunk after 2 whole years of grinding my life away, we have finally rolled another chunk. But before we go and join me live on Twitch and YouTube for the big moment, let's have a look at that chunk picker and see what could be in our future. The chunk picker looks like this for me. Most of you may be familiar with it having followed me for a little while, but over the last 2 years we have made each of the surrounding chunks far easier. Chunk number 1 is MacGruber's Wood. This chunk is home to only one set of tasks, and that is to get every drop from the local guard dog. Very quick and very easy chunk. The second area is Sinclair Mansion, my preferred chunk for many reasons, and also home to a 60 cooking grind for a curry, the beginning of the murder mystery quest, and the drop tables of the local cow, chicken, and wolf. Second longest grind of all the potential chunks, but not that bad at all. The third chunk is Camelot Castle, starting area of our good friend Sir Camelot, and a hefty 50 farming grind, which would have been done by raking, but we have lamped 48 farming over our many decades in Seers Village trying to get the beaver, which has made this grind a hell of a lot smaller. It also has the beginning to Merlin's Crystal quest, a Kandarin medium task, and the drop table from the local unicorn. Boring chunk for me overall, but it gets us one step closer to Catherby, which is quite exciting. And finally, the longest grind we could get, Sorcerer's Tower. This has the whopping 99 fire making grind, along with a hefty 87 fletching, 50 range, 2 Kandarin easy tasks, the lumberjack hat and legs, and the local unicorn drop table. This will take a few weeks to complete, but it's nothing that we can't handle. So there we have it, the potential next steps for Seers Supreme. Let's not waste any more time and get into what happened at the first ever Seers Supreme chunk roll. So active chunk tasks, 209 tasks we've had to go through to get to this point, and the only 2 left are the beaver on all pets and on skilling pets. So let's just tick those 2 off right now. Boom. Boom. Oh, yes! That's it. We've got no more tasks. We did it. God, I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. I've got all of these YouTubers and streamers in my head right now going, milk it more, milk it more. But I'm too excited. We just need to do it, okay? Right, we've got fancy rolling on, so it's gonna look really fancy. Okay, here we go. We're gonna press it. Just smash in the chat what number you think we're gonna get. What is it gonna be? Oh, I'm hoping it's 2. I'm really hoping it's 2. Here we go. Let's do this. I'm pressing it. I'm pressing it. Come on. Oh my god, that's spinning for way longer than I thought it was going to. Yes! We did it! Come on! Sinclair Mansion. Let's go. That is exactly what we wanted to see. And there it is. The first ever chunk roll for Seers Supreme. You can watch the full thing on my YouTube and Twitch channels if that's what you're interested in. But for now, this is what we've unlocked. This is the second longest grind we could have gotten, but it is the exact chunk we wanted. A little daydream of mine is to go to Keldagrim, get a bunch of tough tasks out of the way, say hi to Buzz, and then continue our grind into the Fremenic Isles. So we are one step closer to that. But for now, we've got our task list, so it's time to go and explore our first ever second chunk. Look at all these people. Is that shift click? Nope, shift click. There we go. Look at that. Ho ho ho! We are about to step over the boundary. Oh. 2 whole years of my life. 2 whole years. And we're here. We're in another chunk. We did it. Whew. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Look at this. Sinclair's Mansion. This is my Samwise Gamgee moment. You are absolutely correct. If I take one more step, this is the farthest I've been from Seers Village ever. Here we are. Oh. Beautiful. I can't believe it. Genuinely can't believe it. Let's have a bit of a wander around first. Let's have a bit of a wander around. So, Sinclair's Mansion. We've got cows. We've got chickens. We've got a lot of dead trees. We could chop one of those just for some luck. Beaver? Beaver anybody? Nope. Okay. We can go over to here to see our good friend. What's his name? Oh no, he's just inside. Phalo the Bard. Hey Phalo. Get away. I do not speak to Outlanders. Oh, that's a bit offensive. So we've got loads more maples, some oaks, regular trees, a few benches we can't sit on, a bunch more willows. I can now potentially chase all of those implings across the lake now. There's the wolf that we've got to kill a couple of times. We've got a fairy ring, which we won't be able to use. And then just over there is the dream. Just over there is Relica. Beautiful. Look at that. We can't go outside that line yet. Can't get around the back or anything. One day, though, you're absolutely correct. One day. So, we can talk to the guard outside of Sinclair Mansion. Where is God? There is God. What's going on here? It's terrible. Lord Sinclair has been murdered, and we don't have any clues as to who or why. We're totally baffled. I think I can help you out with that. If you can help us, we'll be very grateful. Start the murder mystery quest? Yes. Let's go and kill some cows and chickens. But essentially now, all I've got to do is I've got to get a beginner clue from cows. Get a beginner clue from chickens. And there's the 15 feathers, so that can come off the list now. Oh, there was the nothing drop from the chickens. Nice. What is the... Oh, it's a 1 in 300 for chickens and a 1 in 128 for beginners. That's quite steep, actually, for chickens. 1 in 300. What I'm going to do, let's go kill that wolf. Get that ticked off, because I only have to kill 1 wolf. Right. Is this wolf going to kill me? I've got plenty of cooked meat to survive. That is the wolf drop table completed. I did not need all of this meat. Sailings. Oh, I got a beginner from, what was that? From a chicken. Hey, we went under rate on the beginner clue. Look at that. So we can tick that off now. So that is that done. We're now down to 2 tasks remaining. We'll drop that back on the floor. That's it. I just got that's the clue scroll from the cow. Oh, yes. That's what we like to see. Well done, Mr. Cow. Beautiful. I mean, technically it's Mrs. Cow, isn't it? My apologies. Right, that is 1 task remaining. We now just need to get to 57 cooking. All of that in 1 singular stream. Feels very different after so long just woodcutting. It feels nice to actually make progress for once. We did make some cooking progress during the stream to hit the 60 cooking goal for a curry, but I thought now would be a good time to discuss the process I decided on after stress testing and doing a deep dive. I saw this grind only taking a day or 2 to complete, and I made a solid plan with the items I had available to me to get there as soon as possible. Step 1, get to 25 cooking. This is easy enough. I have access to cows and chickens, and I can cook that meat either on the range in Seers Village or the range in Sinclair Mansion. Step 2, cook stews until 35 cooking. I have access to stews in the Seers Village pub, so I can easily get myself a bowl, and luckily I have a load stacked in the bank anyway. Then we take this bowl to a water source, boil it on a range, and then add a potato and cooked meat to make the stew. We now have potatoes in the Sinclair Mansion, so this should be an easy trip to make with 14 bowls and a bit of running around. Step 3, make forester's rations until 57 cooking. This is done by mixing leaves dropped when doing the forestry events with certain cooked foods. I have so many leaves you won't even believe, and I now have an unlimited supply of meat and chicken. And finally, step 4. Use the Chef's Delight +3 cooking boost that I received many moons ago from Gourmet Implants to boost me up to 60 cooking to make the curry. Now, I know you're probably furiously typing a better, more efficient, far easier method to do this grind, but remember, I've already done this grind by the time you see this video, so yeah, think about that. And if you pause the video to type out said better method and now you've hit play and watched this part and feel a bit silly, then don't worry about it. You're still a star in my eyes. And if you paused after the first part of this message to edit your comment to apologise for not watching further before you did your first comment, and now you've pressed play and saw the previous part of this message, you are forgiven. Anyway, let's go and see how I got on with the grind. Right, you have joined me late on in the grind where we accidentally got to 36 cooking instead of 35. Well, 35 is... oh, no. It's not in here? Okay, maybe it's in wood cutting, forestry maybe? There it is, 35 for forester's rations. So we now have 35 cooking. Well, we've got 36, but it means we can now carry on with the rest of the grind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook all of these little bits that I have in my invent, and then we're going to go back to the bank and we're going to make some rations. We're back at the bank, we have our forestry kit. Let's have a look. 140,000 oak leaves, so we might as well use those. That is a hell of a lot of oak leaves that we've had over the years of just cutting oak trees. And we can use any type of fish with a few different types of meat, so we're going to use our stack of cooked meat so far. And there is the first set of forester's rations. We get 8 per meat that we use, and I think it uses 1 leaf and 1 meat. And we're getting 51 cooking XP per one, which is pretty good. I think I've calculated about 18,500 of these to get us from 35 to 57. So we're at 36, so I guess it's slightly less than that. But this should be a pretty nice, easy method to do because we can get a chunk of it just by using what we've stacked up in the bank. And then the rest of it, all we have to do is kill cows and chickens. And actually, we can go back to Sinclair Mansion and we don't actually need to leave Sinclair Mansion at all because we can just kill cows and chickens, cook the meat on the range in the mansion, and then go back and make it. So there's 37 cooking, and let's just crack on. We are absolutely flying. We'll be done with this grind before you know it. Up to almost 8,000 forester's rations now. I decided that since we've got the full drop tables from cows and chickens at this point, that I was just going to kill chickens from now on because they've got less HP, they're quicker and easier to kill, and that means I get to stack the invent quicker, and the XP from cooking meat and chicken is the same, and it's also the same when you put them with the forester's rations, so it doesn't really matter which one you use, but chickens are technically quicker. And there it is, 50 cooking on the One Chunk account. Unbelievable that we've got to this point where we're actually doing something that isn't wood cutting, finally. So next steps is 57. To be honest, I'm probably going to do that on stream right before another chunk roll. A second chunk roll for Hannibal and Seers Supreme is wild. Like, can you imagine? Unbelievable. But here we are. So next thing you're going to see is me live on YouTube and Twitch on stream completing the final chunk task for Sinclair Mansion and rolling again. Are we ready? Here we go. 57 cooking. Look at that. So now, let's just finish off this very quickly. Thank you, thank you. We are now pretty much ready. I just need to go back, pick up my Chef's Delight, make sure I've got my bowl. Right, let's just take 5 of them. Let's take enough for maybe 3. It's 3 leaves per, right? 3, 6, 9. And then I can take some spice as well for the other 2. Boost. I need my boost, I know. Don't worry. I'll take both of them. Right, so that says I will get to 60 cooking. Right. Let's try this again. Right, we've got our meats. Let's put them in there. We now have our uncooked stew. Okay. Right. I assume we still can't put these in yet because we need the boost. Yes, we need the boost. Right. 3 attempts with the leaves. 2 attempts with the spice. Are we ready? Here we go. Let's not mess this up. Drink that. Put that in there. Make that. Right. Put those in there. Here we go. Click on that. Cook. Chunk task complete. Ho ho! And we're almost cooking all of them. Look at that. Oh, we burnt the last one. Restart the chunk. Beautiful. That is the final task on the list for the new and beautiful chunk Sinclair Mansion. So now we are officially ready to roll. As before though, before we roll, once again, let's just briefly go over the 3 new potential chunks we unlocked after the last chunk roll. Just as a reminder, this is the other 3 chunks from last time with their tasks. The numbers changed when I rolled, so this is chunks 2, 4, and 6. But now we have 3 more. Chunks 1, 3, and 5. In chunk number 1, we have a whopping task list of nothing, none, and free chunk. A quick move on. This is Max Island, but we can't get there until Birth Up anyway, so let's not worry about it now. In chunk number 3, we have, well, nothing. Again, this is a corner chunk because we don't have the agility level for the shortcut, and the only way over there is through chunk 5 and then going north. And finally, in chunk number 5, we actually have a few things. The drop tables from the local bear cub, fox, bunny, unicorn foal, and grizzly bear, and a 50 farming grind to make nature offerings, which is the same task as the one in Camelot Castle, but we may have to do it here with far less raking opportunities, which actually technically makes it a longer grind than it would be in Camelot Castle. So, 6 potential outcomes for the next chunk roll. Some of which may land us in an instant grind that might take a few weeks, and some of which might mean that we roll again and again and maybe even again. So once again, let's go join me live on YouTube and Twitch for the second chunk roll for Seers Supreme, and it only took me 2 days to get here. Let's go! Are we doing this for Frodo? For Frodo! Thank you very much. Here we go. Okay, just for some good luck. Let me pause the music. Okay. This is 2 years of waiting and then 2 days of grinding for 2 chunks about to be made 3 chunks. 3 whole chunks. Right. Are you all sat down? Are you prepared? I'm about to press this button. Here we go. Chunk number 3. Come on. Be nice to us. Be nice to us. Come on. Come on. Hey, it is number 3. Look at that. Wow. Well done. Look at that. I can't. Oh, I can roll those 2 chunks now, but they are nothing chunks. Beautiful. Look at that. We are. Which is. We are now a 3 chunk man. 3 chunk man. Right, let's go and have a look, shall we? Let's go and have a look. Get myself out of Sinclair Mansion. Right. Step 1 more forwards. Let's get this open. Oops. And there we go. Look at this. Banana. Beautiful. Look at this. 3 chunk man. Unbelievable. So we've got some maple trees. We don't really need those anymore. I don't think I can get round here. Oh, I can. Look at that. I can get all the way into this corner. Beautiful. Lovely jubbly. Right, so I can do that. And I can't do this because this requires 47 agility and I've got level 1. So that is not usable. And then all the way up here, I think, is nothing. Look at that. More corner content with some more wolves. Beautiful. Okay. There's nothing to it. We're going back. We're going back to the chunk picker again. So just very quickly, number 5, nothing. And number 1, also nothing. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4 nothing chunks. 4 nothing chunks. We've got so much corner content, it's unbelievable. Are you ready? Let's just do it again. Let's go again. We're still hoping for a 6, I think, but let's just go for it. Here we go. We're rolling again. Let's go. Come on. Please, something. Just something that's good. Hey, look at that. Another nothing chunk. My lord. We are just... Look at that. We are a 4 chunk man. 4 chunk man. Oh, beautiful. Right, let's have a look at this. So we have now got this chunk right here. Hype, hype, hype. Look at all this nothing. Look at all this beautiful... There's 1 tree. There's 1 singular tree in here. And that's it. Look, we're heading towards Relica fast. Like, we are getting there quickly. All we need is that other chunk now. And we're on our way. Right. Back to the chunk picker. Here we go. We're about to become a 5 chunk man. Can you believe it? A 5 chunk man. We're just going for it. It's a nothing chunk. So all the chunks are the same. We'd have to go over them again. We're just going to press it. Here we go. The 5th chunk on Seers Supreme. Sorcerer's Tower, I just know it. Another corner chunk. Hey! We're nothing again. We're a 5 chunk man. Soon to be a 6 chunk man. Unbelievable. I don't really need to go and look at this one, but we're just going to. We're just going to go and have a look at it. Because I don't think I can get around the back here yet. Because the corner's not quite right. So I've got to go back into here. I am just so nothing right now. Look at this. Here we go. Max Cape Island. One day we will be on this island. One day. I'm telling you right now. Look back on this moment in 60 years' time when I'm getting my Max Cape. You'll see. Here it is. Bosh. Oh, a whole lot of nothing. Look at this. Whole lot of nothing in here. Nothing down there. Just evergreen trees. Can't get through there. You have to go all the way around the back into nothing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. We're back again. Look at this. We've got 2-0 chunks left now. And then there's 2 farming chunks and a fire making chunk. So the odds are getting higher and higher that we are hitting a grind pretty soon. So, pick chunk. For Frodo. For Frodo! Come on, 6 chunk man! Oh, we've got a grind! We're grinding. Here we go. We're grinding. We're back to what we're used to. We're getting our first 99 cape on the account. Look at all these tasks now. 17 tasks. Unbelievable. Look at that. We've got some collection log slots. We've got some diary tasks. We've got some best in slot tasks. And we've got 99 fire making. Beautiful. Hey, guess what? You should probably subscribe because you're probably not subscribed right now because you don't realise, but I'm telling you so you can. Okay, thanks. Bye. Oh, and one thing I should mention is over the past 2 years, I've been running a beaver guesses spreadsheet competition thing where I was getting people to guess what XP they thought I would be on when I got the beaver. We had over 250 guesses ranging from 22 million, because that was literally that long ago, all the way up to 200 million XP, because people are evil, and the winner was just set as the closest guess to the final experience, if that makes sense. The final experience ended up being 68,938,318, so agonizingly close to 69 million. But surprisingly, over the time we ran the competition, most people went for either 69,696,969, very clever, or 69,420,000, also very clever, rather than just a flat 69 million. So we actually only have 2 winners. Those winners are Gabriel MT 1998 and C-Wiz, and they win 2 bonds each, instant VIP access to the Twitch channel. They will be able to name the beaver. They will receive a trophy, which looks like this, and obviously eternal glory. Unfortunately, it is with the greatest sadness and the utmost humiliation that I announced that Gabriel MT 1998 has decided, in the absence of C-Wiz, to name the beaver Frey. Unless C-Wiz comes forward shortly, the name will forever be Frey. Okay, let's go over to the footage of me naming the beaver. Do we not have that footage? Did you for real lose the footage of me naming the beaver? Seriously? Oh, what a massive shame. Well, let's wrap up with our thoughts on the new chunk then. I can't believe, after all this, that's the footage we lose. Literally the best footage of us naming the beaver. And you lot, I can't, whatever. So there we have it. Our home for the next 2 or so weeks. It was inevitable that we would hit a grind sooner or later, and I'm glad that this is the one we've got. There are so many large grinds in my future. It feels nice to get one that is kind of in the middle of the pack. It's not the Heron grind or the Rock Golem grind, but it's also not a nothing chunk or a small hour-long nothing grind, which is quite nice. Just as a reminder, as the graphic for Sorcerer's Tower was quite a while ago, these are the tasks that we have for the Sorcerer's Tower chunk. Luckily for us, we have a lot of logs in our bank, and to be honest, by the time we're done with all these grinds, we are still going to have a disgusting amount of logs left over in our bank. The great thing about getting this chunk is that we have opened up access to a few key items that will help me in the future, but we have also opened ourselves up to a grind that may dwarf the beaver grind. And I know, you're sitting there going, tell me what it is. Please tell me what it is. But in classic YouTuber fashion, you're going to have to wait to the next episode for that. As always, take care of yourself. Life is hard, but that's what makes it worth doing. And even though you may think you're not doing a good job at it, you're still here. So you absolutely are. So please look after yourself, look after others, and let's just send this off with our amazing channel members. In the Soothsayer tier, we have Matt W, Extreme Gnome, Diggy Dog SP, Extarian, Tiltmaster Flex, Patrick McGrory Moran, 6Killer5, Sir_Necron, Eric Anderson Pradal, ABCDEF, and in the Oracle tier, we have Hunterman, Uberhasu, Homph, Beldereth, The Biggest MHG, Quests Are Bad, Old Sow Spouse, Blue, I Was the Cat All Along, Ciola Ice Ferret brackets 2, Switch and Robert Weed, and in the Sage tier we have Teeters and Big Cat, also known as Nolo. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all next time.